How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Mike from Seattle, and I got some good news for you. I have under contract my third rental property. Now, some of you might be saying, well, you just bought one back in June. It's only October. How'd you make the number 3 so quickly? And to that I say, I'm about to have number 4 under contract in the next couple of days as well. So, eat your hearts out. It's no big deal. Anyways, as your duly elected sheriff of the internet, your fake guru slayer, and your all-around nice guy, small-time real estate investor, I figured I'd bring to you my current experience with my third rental property. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Now, this is an interesting one. Purchased in the same Midwest city that I bought my last one and that I'm buying my next one, I found, and this is just a screaming killer deal. I'm gonna get so lucky here. So this one is not bought from a turnkey property, but it is a turnkey property provider, but it is a freshly remodeled, newly remodeled, beautiful brick house. And I got some interesting details to share. So, purchase price on this one, $52,500. I'm using the same lender I used last time, Caliber Home Loans, and I'm putting down 25%, which is $13,125. That's my down payment. Next, I have to do a little bit of closing costs and things like that. All in, I should be able to buy the property for about 17 grand. Now, you might be saying to yourself, holy smokes, you bought that $60,000 one last time for about 17 grand. Well, that one I only put 20% down, so that's where the difference really comes in. So $17,000 to own a $52,500 house. How much does it rent for, Mike? Because that's what's important, right? Good question. Vacant right now, but because I actually study my market every single day, like Michael Zuber says you should, and what's also more important in this case is I study what rents are in the area, and I also confer with my real estate agent and my property manager so that we can come together on what a good rental price is. Now, we think it could rent anywhere from $850 to $950, but I'm going to do all my calculations on the low end of $850. And remember, for this market, I'm looking at anything with a cash flow of $250 a month after all expenses. If I can make $250 a month, I'm happy. It's a good investment. That is a good, great, or fantastic real estate deal. This one, I'm going to start with $850. My principal and interest, my insurance, and my taxes bring my monthly payment up to $341. I set aside 10% for vacancies and 10% for maintenance, so that's $85 and $85. And then my property management fee is 8%. I'll just call it 10% and we'll call it another $85. So when I put all those things together, my remaining cash flow on this property, if rented at $850, the low ball estimate will be $254 a month. Positive cash flow profit monthly. That is a good real estate deal, but it actually gets better. So when I had my quote for the replacement cost by the insurance provider, who I'm using the same person that I used last time because they did such a great job, the insurance companies are estimating the cost to replace my property at $155,000 to $156,000. Now you might be saying, well, shoot, you're paying insurance costs on something that's 3 times what you actually paid for it. That's the wrong way to look at it. The way you should be looking at it, and I learned this from Michael Zuber, is I am buying a property for 1/3 of what it actually costs to build new. This thing would cost me $155,000 to $156,000 to build, and I'm buying it for $52.5 grand. That's amazing. Tons of value in this property. The brick house, personally, I love brick houses. I love that style. I think they stay cooler and warmer, better in my opinion. Let's talk a little bit about the structure of the house. So it's a 2-bedroom, technically, it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Fully fenced in yard with a driveway, no detached garage. Roof is newer. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was within the last couple of years. Roof is newer. All the appliances are new. The house itself has been completely and totally renovated. My theory on this house is that someone was buying it to renovate it and flip it as a turnkey property, and they ran out of money. So the house right now is completely remodeled, totally finished. There is 2 bedrooms, totally remodeled, 1 bathroom, but there's a completely remodeled attic and a completely remodeled basement. So I looked at that and I was like, holy smokes. If I build a closet, that's it. That's all it needs in the attic. If I put a closet in the attic, it now becomes a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and its value goes up substantially. And if I spend the money to put an extra bathroom in the basement, because the basement is just a beautiful finished basement. The whole basement's just one big room, completely finished. So I can put the bathroom beneath the kitchen so the plumbing lines up. Whatever it costs, even if it costs me 10 or 15 grand, if I turn a 2-bedroom, 1-bath into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, because I know my market, which I do, the value of my house goes from $52,500 to $85,000 to $95,000, and I will pick up 30 to 40 grand in equity like that. Now, obviously, the entire market could completely swing and everything could go out of whack, or interest rates or inflation or the Fed. I'm not 100% sure. That is a maybe, an if, a possibility. So I didn't make my decision based off of all of that. I made my decision based off of the cash flow, and the cash flow is good. Again, the low ball estimate is $254. If I actually rent it for $950 a month, my cash flow goes up to like $320. And a year from now, when I'm actually allowed to refinance the loan, if rates and everything is still successful and if it still makes sense, I can change it into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for a small amount of money, just put a bathroom and a closet in, and now I've got a 3-bed, 2-bath. So it's an amazing, I don't even want to call it a burr, but it's just an amazing remodel tweak opportunity with tons of cash, or with tons of equity waiting to be taken advantage of. And if that doesn't work out, that's fine. That's just my icing on the cake if it happens. What I'm actually going for is, does it work long-term as a rental? Will it be profitable? Will I make my money? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Fantastic. So that's going to be my second house in the Midwest that I'm purchasing, and I'll get you the video on my next one once I get it under contract. I'm supposed to close on this one I just told you about on the 12th of October. It's October 7th. It's already gone through the appraisal. It appraised at $53,000. And of course, purchase price is $52.5, so I made some money there. I will also be bringing you videos on what it's like to list a newly vacant property and fill it with a tenant, because the last one I bought had a tenant in it. My first duplex I bought had a tenant in it that eventually moved out and I listed. But I'll be bringing you information as to what it takes to actually get a new property rented. I'm excited to bring those videos to you. So guys, hopefully you like this video. It was beneficial. I know you always ask for updates, so I'm providing them. If you got any questions for me, leave it down below. Send me a message on Instagram, slide into my DMs. I'm all about that. And hey, we'll catch you next time.
The Midwest is a large section in the middle of the country. There are 12 states in the region, including Michigan.